Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do a little demonstration, maybe a how-to, if you want to call it that, of pulling a strut off and replacing the factory spring with the JMT Supermax lift spring. So the first thing that we can do is pop off the brake hose. This truck specifically has just a clip. You can put a screwdriver on it, give it a couple taps, knock this clip off. And depending on the truck that you're working on, it may be a 10 or a 12 millimeter bolt, and it has its own little bracket. You just pop the bolt out and the whole brake hose will come loose from the strut. Taking a nut off to this bolt that holds the strut onto the knuckle on the lower end. 17 millimeter nut and socket's what you're going to need for that. We'll zip this other one off. Little wiggle and persuasion. That's loose. Now we'll just go up top. There's 3 12 millimeter nuts that we take off, and this strut will fall right out, and just pull it out of there. So your 3 nuts, we'll just zip those off. And if you have the bottom loose already, it's a good thing just to hold the strut. Sometimes they'll fall down pretty fast. This one did not. That's it. Strut's out. We can get the strut cap off, remove the spring, and get our JMT Supermax lift spring adjusted and set for it. So once you got your strut securely held in place via vise, there's a little plastic cap on top normally. Just pop it off. Get a socket that fits. This particular one is a 18 millimeter. Some of them are 17s. But anyway, we will just back it off. I know you're probably thinking right now, you should probably use a spring compressor, but I don't, because there's not a whole lot of pressure here. Once you back it off, it'll just pop up a little bit, and that's it. You don't have to worry about it breaking your face off or nothing like that. That's it. So when you take it off, you'll have 2 nuts inside here. You got a regular, washers. You got a regular washer and a lock washer. Make sure you don't lose those when you pull it off. Then you'll have, this is what allows the strut to spin as you're turning the wheels left and right. This is a dust cover. Trash. Bump stop. Trash. Take the old spring off. And here's your strut. Now it's normal for these not to have pressure upwards. But you can see that I'm putting good pressure on it to raise it. That is a good strut. If your strut is easy to push down and up simultaneously, then that strut is blown, or if you see oil leaking out of it. All right, so let me grab a spring. Okay, so as you can tell, there's a little bit of height difference. There's not much at all. Like I was saying earlier, maybe it was in this video, I'm not sure, but we have to cut it down to be the exact height as the spring that came off of your truck. And you can look how different, how much tighter these coils are, the thickness and the metal that they're made with. So they're quite a bit different. I call them Supermax lift because when you put these on the strut, that strut is super maxed out. So where when you put weight back down on the truck, it doesn't squat this strut until you start putting weight and setting in it, loading it down and stuff like that. They don't want to compress, of course, but we'll do some measuring and get this spring cut to the exact length of that spring. Then we'll set it on there, and then we'll use compressors, squeeze it down, get our caps and stuff put back on it. All right, so I just measured the old spring versus the new spring. The old spring's right at the highest it is about 10 1/4. I've already measured and marked this one, but I'll just show you. We brought this one to 10 1/4. So there's not much to be cut off of it. One coil. We'll hack that off with a cut-off wheel on the grinder, and we'll set it on here, and then we'll get it set and put our caps back on. Well, I got the grinding wheel out. We'll just cut off literally just one ring of this coil spring. Always make sure to use your safety squints, and then just hack it off, and then we can set it on the strut and go from there. Got it. So we got the strut set back up on the vise, got the spring set on here, and we got the spring compressor set on the spring itself. We're going to tighten them down just enough to where we can get our strut caps and nuts and everything started back up on top of this. So yeah, we just work back and forth. Sometimes it's a pain, sometimes it's easy. It really depends on how you got your compressor set, and that'll determine how easy or tough it's going to be for you. You want to kind of bring them down evenly, as even as you can. We'll see if we got enough or not. Nope, we got a ways to go. I wish they would go on as easy as they come off. I caught that with my belly.
An hour later.
I got it. All right, guys, so that's it. When you're putting your nut back on the top, make sure you zip it down just as much as you can until that nut stops, because you don't want it to be loose up here and rattling. Done that before, learned that the hard way. Other than that, that's pretty much all there is. Be patient with your compressors. You might have to move them around a little bit to get it set just right so you can tighten it down and be able to set everything up top the way you need to. But other than that, it's very simple, straightforward type of thing. The strut is super maxed out, and when we set the truck's weight back down onto it, it's going to be solid. But surprisingly, it does give the truck a better ride. I don't understand it. You think a big heavier spring make it ride really rough, but it doesn't. It actually gives it a smoother ride. It absorbs the bumps better than what that little factory spring does. It doesn't give you a bucking, I guess. The truck doesn't buck as hard when you're hitting bumps and speed bumps and stuff like that. So that's the JMT Supermax spring. Super easy to do. And it gives you 1.5 inches of lift just by using the spring. So if you just want a small lift and you don't want to change a bunch of stuff or add the caps on the top for your spacer lifts, you can just add a spring to it and be a lot better. Or if you're hauling weight in the front with a plow or anything like that hanging off the front of your truck, this spring's going to hold it up a lot better, and you're not going to have that front end sag like you would with that little small spring. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more JMT lift kits and stuff that we're doing. Stay tuned and we'll catch you on the next one.